Well, what we're going to do today is talk a little bit about 3D printing. Reason behind this is I recently got myself a 3D printer and workstation and all that, and thought I'd give this stuff a bash. Some pros and cons with it. For anybody that's thinking about starting this is definitely do a bit more research. I like quite a bit. I watched a few different videos and stuff like that, but quite honestly, this aspect of the hobby is a lot of try it yourself, hit and miss, and hoping for the best sometimes. There is a lot of pre-supported items out there, and there is also stuff there obviously is not supported. What that means, if anybody doesn't know, it basically supported means it actually comes with little connectors that actually hold it a lot better and meant to have less misprint. What you can see in front of you is some of the stuff which maybe hasn't come out as good as it should have. I'm not going to slag anything off, really, because I'm actually just learning this stuff. So I don't claim to be professional. I don't claim to actually know what I'm doing when it comes to these things. I'm still learning. There's the phone going off in the background. Now, these absolutely brilliant feasting tables with all the things on it already. Multiple tries, multiple fails, and this came with all the supports, all the bits that should stop that from happening. It didn't. Okay, so that is still one that's on the drawing board, although I have spoken to people online and they actually suggest, why you just cut the legs off that end and glue them onto the end of one of the other ones, which is probably what I'll end up doing. Mass fails when you go to print something. That was meant to be a base. What happened to the file, we don't know. Go back to the drawing board with that one. But I've actually kept them. I'm actually going to use them because they're quite good, for someone anyway. Might cut them up using those cracked tiles, busted up paving stones, that kind of thing for terrain. Sandbags, they made look absolutely brilliant, well done, but on the top of them, it didn't actually take the mold properly. So again, that is just something which is trial and error. I'm going to use them myself. Personally, I'll keep them for myself. This is actually stuff that I've actually got under license that I can actually sell, but at this slot, while I'm still learning it, anything like this I'll keep for myself, because hey, you always need some sandbags, and I have a few wall sections and stuff like that. That is meant to be completely straight. For some unknown reason, this is where the fail happened. That could have been anything from basically the lift plate not being clean or the reservoir not being cleaned out properly. You do have to be quite meticulous with the cleaning. I have been, so I don't know what happened there. It might have just been one of those things. I might have knocked the table which the printer sits on. That can happen. I've done it a couple of times, so I'm thinking that's maybe what's caused this one to happen. So I just need to be careful when I'm moving about. It's not all bad, to be honest. I subscribe to Loot Studios and have done for a while. I've just been building up the packs, especially their fantasy range. I absolutely love, obviously, most of the fantasy genre. And what I really love is all the scatter terrain type stuff, or little bits and pieces you can get. Now these are all from the Loot Studios welcome pack. So if you were to subscribe to them, even if you did it now, and you go and got the one pack, if you subscribe and basically you're paying that money, you get a whole range of stuff free. Now obviously I've sat and I've painted these. They've all come up quite nicely. Quite simple, basic. I will be printing off loads more stuff. Alright. Being a big dwarf fan, especially for Warhammer, I'll be needing a lot of these because I want to try and build some dwarven theme scenery. So the likes of the kegs and benches and seats and stuff like that, perfect. So it does work. Same as some of the train stuff still works. Log barricade. Alright. Mostly for 28mm. Can't be used for anything. It's pretty plain, it's generic. Any 28mm, 25, 28, 32mm scale, whatever you want to call it. Perfect kind of stuff. So there is loads and loads of different things. Road sections. I think I've got some curves and stuff waiting to be done. Now the wall sections I showed earlier, this is how they're meant to look. Okay, there is quite a nice detailed pattern in these. Now I actually wondered why when you're printing it there's nothing like a top stone. The reason for that is when you're actually playing with this, if you look at the wee edge bit, the connectors you can get goes with it. So you can turn it round, do whatever way you want it to go, or you're turning the wall section around, whatever way you're going to turn it, they allow you to connect more walls to it. Just do it this way. It fits nice, it just clips in. So things like that are perfect. So I'll actually realise because you're flipping these and turning these, whatever way you want to flip and turn it, and you can just make your own top stones out of card. 3D printing is one of those weird, wonderful fads, I think some people think it is. I think for the likes of myself, when it comes to scratch building things like this, there's not a hope in hell. These I can do. I can make these. But, you know, while I'm waiting for that to print, I could be painting up figures. So it's one of those ones I'm using as a time saver. And if anybody is thinking to get into this, do not worry about this kind of stuff failing. You know, it happens. What happens in model making, happens in painting figures, happens when you're putting stuff together. Stuff breaks, stuff doesn't work, stuff doesn't go the way you want it to go. I would definitely look at the likes of, as I say, I have stuff in Elite Studios. Look at their stuff, it's all pre-supported, usually comes quite good. Having a bit of an issue with their face table, obviously, but that's one of the things. I've printed other stuff, figures and other bits and pieces off, and absolutely brilliant, love them. So don't be afraid to give 3D printing a try. I did. I'm quite enjoying it. Even with the fails, I'm already thinking I can break these up and use them as busted up ends of walls and things like that there, and just tartan them up and stuff. And as I say, even with for some reason the top layer of the sandbag's not printing out properly, I can use him for myself. Alright, or give them to somebody I know needs sandbags. Go, here you go, have some of these and paint them. And stuff comes up really, really well. You know, people think about the quality. You know, there is plenty and enough detail. That's one of the road sections that's just been painted up. Just with greys, a few other colours thrown in there, and it's not really anything, you know, it's not like Mona Lisa or anything like that, but it's practical. So, anybody's thinking about 3D printing, have a look, go out there, look at, there's millions of companies out there that are doing lots of pre-supported minis and terrain, and I would actually have a good look at them. And then if you know somebody that's got a 3D printer, go have a chat with them, see how it works, and by all means do have a go. Guys, if you like the video, this is just a brief thing because this is something I've just got recently into, but if you do like the video and you're liking what's happening, please hit the like button, do subscribe, and please leave comments below. Cheers, thank you.